I mean, a bullet weighs tenths of a gram.
Yeah, I could choke a bullet out for sure. 0%. Do you know a mountain lion, I think an adult male, weighs between 120 and 220 pounds?
Yes,
like, assume it's a teeny tiny one.
Obviously,
120
everyone
pound
knows
one
that.
is going to fuck you up.
Yes. Yeah. What do you think the heaviest carnivore you could beat is? And this is a wild animal, not
Wings
like
of Redemption.
He's not a carnivore, though.
Oh, he's an omnivore.
Have you seen him dig into a Wendy's chili?
I'm going for a wild
What do you
predator.
think's in chili?
the heaviest wild predator. I think at 30 pounds I'm the clear winner. I can beat a 30-pound predator.
I could take a killer whale on land. Guaranteed.
Yeah, he would not stand a chance. Although if
Neither of you are playing by these rules, and you know it.
What are you trying to be funny for, Taylor? Let's get serious about this. Let's use kilos because that's the scientific measurement.
It's not much of a conversation if it's just
what's a
if
big
it's just a whale on land.
What's the biggest one you think that you could take then?
I could definitely take a coyote. Are we doing it completely unarmed, right? That's the deal.
You're there naked.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Naked and afraid, like that really
Give
good
me a
TV
thong.
show.
Give me like one of those leather like Tarzan thongs to at least keep my balls from being just
You already
ripped.
had it in my mind, Kyle.
Okay, you've got the banana hammock that Chris Pontius wears in Wild Boys.
Oh, yes.
Not a version of that, the same one.
Yeah, I love that. Okay. I could take an adult coyote, and I say that because I have had real world experiences with adult coyotes, and I have seen them fall and prey to a grown man with a club before. My dad beat one to death with a Maglite flashlight one time, and it didn't stand a chance.
I mean, yeah, I think I could definitely take a coyote. The big one only weighs 46 pounds.
Yeah, they're quite small, and they're often like underfed and like sickly to begin with because of their lifestyle, and it's hard out there for a coyote. I think I could take a coyote.
Yeah, I feel like I could go a little bigger than a coyote. Is there anything between coyote and wolf other than dog? I could take a dog.
The coy wolf.
How about just you win a lottery because 10 years from now the population's plummeting or something, I don't know, some disease happens, there's a new plague, and they need people to start having babies. The government's going to pay you $10,000 a year to have a child per child.
10,000.
Change your mind?
The kid costs more than that.
Well,
probably.
I was meaning like they pay for all the shit that comes along with the kid, and they give you a little cream on top, $10K for yourself per year.
Then I would outsource the raising of this kid if it's a profitable thing now.
You can't. The government brown shirts come every morning and check.
Oh God, not the brown shirts. Those fucking Democrats took over, didn't they?
They wear white, Kyle.
They took it to socialism.
It was the National Socialist Party, right? The Nazis. It is a left organization. Never forget, the Nazis were leftists. Hardworking, but also smart guys would pick the Tacoma because of they did a little research and they saw that, oh shit, you can put 200,000 miles on this motherfucker.
I think I'm just gonna get like a fucking RAV4 after this car dies.
Oh, what a fag.
Just like a little SUV. Like what am I doing?
I'm kidding. I don't care what you fucking drive.
Yeah, right.
What a fag.
My opinion of Taylor is mostly built on automotive
dildo
preference.
on wheels, and I'd be like, all right, sounds good. How much gas mileage you like?
Yeah. Well, I have to sit on it.
I think.
Although you can make some drugs with cough syrup too.
Lean.
Yeah, that's when I picked Lil Wayne as my celebrity that under 40 that I think will die next, because he used to have a real lean problem, and I remember he was having seizures because of it because he was doing so much of it, and then he got clean, but then I've recently read that he's back on the lean again. So
that's a very dangerous thing to get involved in.
Yeah,
I think
doing lean, wearing hoodies, you never know what could happen.
I don't understand what lean is. All I know is Skittles and Robitussin. Am I missing any ingredients?
Usually, some kind of like flavored fruit drink. Usually,
I don't know anything about any bootleg drugs like that. That's
I don't do poor people drugs, Woody.
I mean, that's really got to be what it is, right? Like they're mixing soda and like cough medicine. Like, can't you get a real drug? Like, what is that shit?
Somewhere out there in the middle of Kansas, there's just a trailblazer, just mixing and matching, just trying to find the next crystal meth.
Bugatti. I woke up in my new Bugatti. Yeah. I got a Bugatti.
Woke up in a new Bugatti. That's Chiz.
It's a Bugatti 0 to 200, just like a mama used to make.
All right. So, Joe, Tommy, did you want to say anything else before we let you go?
Nope.
All right. Joe Lozon, support him. I don't know, give him money or something. Tommy Told.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Later.
All right. And then there were
We
three.
said they were not comfortable going forward on the show if you were going to be on here, Taylor. Apparently something you said really offended them.
I thought so. And I respect that. That's fine. All right, I got your camera up. Why? What's the point of this? Is that a shotgun?
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Taylor wrecked his car? He got rear-ended the other day. About $2,600 would take care of that for him.
That would be so nice. So
It's a hard time for him right now. He's really worried he's not going to make $300,000 this year, and it's when you factor in car payment, it's a little bleak.
yeah, especially when you have the kind of Honda I have, sensible base model. It's expensive.
Yeah, the repairs. So dig deep, boys.
Dude, they have to ship all those parts in from Japan.
I should not be surprised.
Obviously.
They don't make those here.
W. Fortin, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Straight to my fictitious car trouble. Thank you very much for that.
You know what I'm doing but haven't done yet? I don't know how to phrase something I haven't done yet. Sewing. Like, I never got into sewing. It was never my thing. I always thought it was, like, gay or not for guys. That was, like, a thing. Like, if you learned to sew in, like, 1982, you would think that I'll never use this after this class. And that's where I am.
What are you, a fag? Yeah, learning to sew, be self-sufficient. The grid goes down and you're gonna be fine. Not for me.
That's right.
I'm
yeah.
I'm
Have
sorry.
you been reading my mind?
When do you need to sew?
If you're in the wilderness and there are 2 pieces of fabric that need to be put together, and you've got string and twine, and you need to be able to sew, Kyle.
You need to go back about 3 seconds in this anecdotal scenario. What are these 2 fabrics, and why do I need them attached to one another?
They're essential.
'Cause they're
for so
half
many
the size
reasons
of
I
a
can't
hammock.
begin to list. It's 2 halves of a hammock.
Why don't I just use my hammock?
You don't have that. It's been taken
I
by.
have half a dozen
it's
hammocks
been,
in a rucksack.
No. It's
I
not,
have
that's not
cut
true.
all your
It's been-
hammocks in half and given you thread and needles.
Yeah, raiders have raided, and they've taken your hammocks and they've stolen your automatic
They've
sewing
griefed
machine.
all of my hammocks.
Uh-huh.
They've griefed all your hammocks, and now all you have is a blue tarp. And out of spite, they cut that into 4 pieces. Oh, no,
Bastards.
I can't make a shelter out of this. There's no. It won't
You
keep
have
the
half a
water
dozen
out.
hammocks, but banditos have come and stolen half of each of your half dozen.
Trump warned me of this.
Yeah, a couple of bad hombres.
Bad hombres came, cut all my hammocks up.
No, I have a
it's
couple
cool,
little
the survival
projects in
kit.
mind that I'm going to start. We bought a heavy-duty sewing machine. It can do leather. It was only $130. It's cheap.
Okay, well,
singers.
that's cool. See, if you're sewing leather together, that's not sewing. That's upholstering.
It turns out that like your typical sewing machine that that your wife might have, that my wife does have, can't even do like some of the heavier canvases and stuff. Like it's really about like the shirt that you have on right now. And so we found a heavy duty sewing machine that just happened to be on super sale. And I had talked to him. It seems like every time I need to sew something, Jackie tells me that her machine can't do that.
Woody, did you buy a sewing machine for yourself?
Well, it's not arriving for 1 to 3 weeks, but yes.
Faggot. Okay, so Woody's gay now.
If you take away the part about having sex with men, I'm pretty gay. Dude,
Oh my God,
dude.
you're a seamstress.
We'll see who's laughing when I'm the only one who gets a custom scarf next year.
Yeah, when the show starts, you're both wearing these horrible lopsided beanies.
That would be the funniest fucking thing. Everybody made scarves and only sent one to me.
Dude, we've covered just how gay. Like, so I'm in a perpetual state of shopping for paramotor wings. Right, I don't buy them all the time, but I'm always looking, and they have these custom color creators, and I come up like like a little of this, a little of that. What would go good together? What matches? What clashes? What's bold? And then in the end, I'm like, yeah, someone's gonna see this and think, that chick's cool. As I go flying by. Because I always land on like pink and black go so great together. But that
Like the fucking Thunderdome in that living room.
it sounds like the good old days a little bit.
No, it wasn't. No, I hated that. It was the Thunderdome. It was rough.
So my brother used to pick on me, right? And he was older, he was bigger, and he was stronger, and sometimes I was like aggressive enough that I'd back him off, kind of like your sister would with you maybe. But oftentimes I'd just lose. Like, I can remember a time where he pinned me down, and like he wouldn't let me up until I made like outrageous promises not to do anything, and like take care of him after he releases me, and it's like fuck, like it seems like he can hold me here forever. And then I made friends with this guy. He turned out not to be a good guy in the long term, but he was strong. He was like blessed by the puberty gods. He had like you probably know that guy in your school who suddenly had like bodybuilder biceps in 7th grade for some reason. He was that guy. and we became friends. And when he came over, and then there was my brother, it was like he was a tiger and someone put a lamb in the cage. He's like, huh? Oh, and we used to fuck with my brother. My brother was like, he was fat, so like Brian would like pin him down and win, and I would cherry belly that shit. And
Wait. Did you go get a big strong friend to help you beat up your brother?
It wasn't planned out like that.
I didn't ask about the plan. Go get a big strong fan to help beat
And then
up
your go-to thing was a pink belly?
It was. I would
And
pink belly,
pink belly.
pink boobs. I mean, he was heavy, my brother. He was fat. So, and in fighting that didn't hurt him at all. But, Brian was just stronger. And there were two of us, and yeah, it got to be that like when he was there, it was like we were roaming the halls. We were suddenly the tough guys, and the tides were turned. My brother and I, we didn't really sync up in our year. Like, he should have been my older brother, kind of looking out for me and stuff. It was never like that,
My sister stabbed the seat of my Ford Lightning with a scalpel.
My brother was forced to drive me places by my parents, and he would drop me off blocks away because he didn't want to turn.
My sister would rat me out when I skipped school.
Oh, my brother would do that too. I don't know that I'll be able to go toe to toe on brother v sister here, but
She had a Nintendo 64, and she never, ever, ever let me play Paper Mario.
I lose. What am I going to say?
Bitch.
I offered to see her my PlayStation 2. I just wanted to play an N64. I wanted GoldenEye. She wouldn't have it. She never played it. It stayed in the top of her closet, like in a shoebox. That cunt. She had 2 controllers. She had the see-through one. Nobody ever used the regular one. I would have loved to have used the regular controller. Cunt.
Die in a fire, bitch. Tommy, any brothers, sisters? Get along with them?